rain. Yay! So it is 5th of October. Tups aren't, well, Tups are in with some of them. Tup is not in with these ewes yet. Lambing on these has been pushed back because we're going to be busy enough in February with a new arrival, so pushed back to March. So these came up here, there's 15 ewes here, and they came up on last Friday onto some grass at last, because it's been a very challenging grazing year, all year to be honest with you. We look back, January we had a bit of rain, February a little splash, and after that we had a very dry year all round. And then with that summer and that extreme heat, it just became hard work. So the Tups are all sold bar one, which hopefully is going tonight. They all went to Bills Wells pretty much, ram sale. They went all right, decent sale, despite being put back a week because of the death of the Queen. Yeah, which has freed up some space. Didn't get sorted out with a Tup at Bills. Had some going through early, some going through later, and just missed out on the Tups I wanted. So I was in panic mode for a little bit, but I brought a Tup privately from the Kimbolton flock. I've got a clip of him under the shed. So he's going to be going in with some other ewes this week. And then, like I say, these ewes here, everything with a blue dot on its shoulder will go to him. The rest of them will stay up here with the old boy, Kenny. He'll do a cycle and I'll chuck those in with the new boy as well. So it's just a little bit update of what's been going on. Didn't do anything in the summer film wise because the grass, to be honest, was just starting to get to me a little bit. Constantly moving Tups around, having to feed a little bit more than we wanted to, just to keep them in decent condition. They looked all right in the end of the sale, so it was a decision well made, but whether it's paid for itself, I don't know. Work out some money later on. So let's get these ewes moved through to the next paddock, because there is grass left on this one, but I don't want to graze it down too hard. They can always come back onto here in 4 days. They've got another move as well, and that'll take them up to actual Tups moving in. So let's get them moved. They're not in bad nick. The gimmers are obviously in better condition. They haven't worked this year. But they look alright. You see the blue dots, the ones which will be going to the new Tup. Bit of a grassy bum there. There's 2 new ewes in here as well. There's one straight from the 2 blue letters on the back, and there's another one as well which we brought from a Saron dispersal at Ruthin in August, along with a ewe lamb as well. Go on. I've left the quad bike in a silly place, haven't I? So you can just see the dividing fence where they've grazed and where they haven't. That's green, and then in the distance they've got another small paddock to move on to yet as well. So this is the most grass these ewes have seen for a long time, and I'm quite pleased with the fact that it's not really going through them either, apart from one maybe. Yeah, as well as that, they're on the Zintec ewe flusher bucket. See if we've got a better picture of that. That's it. This, which is not quite 3 acres, 2.9 acre block, was grazed pretty heavy by the Tups over the summer. I had some lambs up here till, I'm trying to think of my dates now, mid-June I suppose. They did get ahead of the Tups a little bit after shearing, and then pull the lambs off. So the Tups are up here on the sections. They were subdivided again, but when heat came I took the subdivisions off and let the Tups have a bit more room. They did graze it close, but it never suffered, because they were always on a bit of coarse mix as well, twice a day. And then last 4 weeks before the sale was soaked sugar beet at lunchtime, which is what I always do anyway. So it's come back alright actually. We had to top it in the end it had shot to head a little bit before the extreme heat came, and I didn't want to go knocking any cover off it, so it looked a mess a bit. It looked a little bit like that division line there. Apart from that, it had no fertiliser. It had some foliar feed, April time, foliar nitrogen with some humic acid in it. Apart from that, it's had no other feed apart from rotational grazing, which I think rotational grazing, you know, pays for itself, because there's 15 ewes up here, you know, on 2.8 acres. So let's say this block here is an acre, and they've been on here for just short of 5 days, and they've not suffered, they've not pulled it down too much, they've not treaded it away. They move into there now for 5 days, move on to the other piece for probably 4 days, it's slightly smaller, and this is rested, by which time there's going to be some of the ewes coming out anyway. If this was all one block, they'd been bored by now. They would have picked through it, chosen what they wanted to eat, and they'd be looking for a move. So that's why I like rotational grazing so much. Let's go and get a video of the new boy. But one, like I said, one too left to sell. I want to pull out because the guys want to look at it tonight. And yeah, love the job.